This podcast would be perfect if we never talked about
crime.
This podcast.
We're going to talk about a crime other than one by Doug Walker.
Get ready to enjoy life for the first time. It's a new podcast. Check it out,
what
everybody.
Does enjoying life look like?
Listening to this podcast.
Wait, Arthur, what are you drinking, buddy?
Is he drinking a Coca-Cola with caffeine?
Is it? I'm not seeing any waveforms on my or any waves.
I don't care.
You're good. You're
okay.
Good.
You have very big waveforms, actually.
Yeah.
If you could calm down your waveforms.
I'm calming my waves, sir. Anyway, I'm drinking
check your waveform chakra.
I'm drinking a Bing energy drink. The packaging does look like it was made.
That looks
on some
fake.
kind of.
That looks,
It does.
like
it does.
Product.
Yeah.
It looks like it was made in like a browser-only equivalent of like InDesign.
Is a web 0.1.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah,
1.0.
No, you're not even
0.1.
drinking a Bang. You're drinking a Bing.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the energy
That should
drink.
be called a Dorit 1.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's pretty good. I think it may have poisoned me at some point in one of my many poisonings.
Like the employees of Bing or the drink itself?
Well, either way, it's the employee's responsibility. But I think it's just I don't know what's in it. They say it's made with natural ingredients.
Yep.
But that can't be true.
It's probably true.
I mean, we're all natural ingredients, you know. I mean, what's Via Getty? Let's a throwback to 2021.
Okay. What does that look like?
I don't know, dude. How it's the new year.
It is the new year.
Same podcast. We wish it was
Still
a
the
new
same podcast, unfortunately. Yeah.
Unfortunately, but
Maybe
Arthur's
next
here.
week will be a new podcast.
Maybe.
Yeah, shout out to Arthur. He's actually back.
I came back. I am very hungover. So it's I'm sort of partially back, but I'm happy to be here in as much as I am.
Your audio is also partially back because your internet seems to be bad.
Oh,
It's not my fault.
me.
Rhyming a river.
This might be a no video pod if that helps, because it helps sometimes. Yeah. Wow, you just shut
turned my
mine off
vid
for
off.
me. Okay.
Yeah. I can't turn it back on, but I can turn your guys' videos off.
Okay. This feels better.
Yeah. We're golden. So guys, how you feeling about the new year?
I feel fine.
I'll come back for you, Arthur. Yeah, I don't feel fine yet. I was a little bit schwasty.
So we heard. Why did you get? I heard you took 20 shots.
Yeah.
Why'd you do that?
Well, I'm rounding. I don't actually know how many.
I mean, when you get to that number, there's no way you can really know. Did you black out?
I didn't black out.
Really?
There's some things that I don't remember, but that's different.
Were you trying to impress someone?
No.
Were you trying to kill yourself? Like,
No, that's not that many. Come on now.
I mean,
yeah,
20
for New
shots,
Year's,
over the course of a day, maybe not over an evening. It's not a
I
little.
could see myself dying from that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was probably less than 20, but it was close. Yeah, we do New Year's. We go big or we go ham, Those are the only two options. And we start at 6 p.m. and you do a shot every hour on the hour to celebrate New Year's in a different location.
I feel like you don't drink very
I
much
don't.
in normal life.
I really
so the
don't.
fact that you're like, yeah, I'm gonna just get plastered, like that just sounds like a bad time. Like a time I
It's a
wish
New
you were
Year's
live
thing.
streaming. Like that should have been like Patreon content, like the
Mm-hmm.
Skillshy just dies of alcohol poisoning.
That would be cool.
Annual live stream would be really funny. Might be a
Maybe
one
I'll
and
think
done
about
kind
it.
of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, you do a shot every hour on the hour. You start in Berlin. That was the first New Year's that we celebrated. And the next one was Scotland. And then, we kind of lost track of where it was, but, somewhere in the Atlantic Ocean. And then my neighbor came over at one point. She brought shots. So we all did shots. And then the other thing, me, my wife, and my brother and his wife, we do a shot competition where we all make our own. And then
What do you mean make your own shot? You just pour
You make
alcohol into a glass.
Well, you choose the alcohols that go in it, and you make like a fun flavor.
Okay.
That sounds really bad. That sounds horrible.
Yeah. I mean, because
It was-
with a
it
shot,
was
you don't
good.
have a whole lot of like fucking wiggle room as far as alcohol. Like you're just putting.
There's
in
a lot of different
liquors.
alcohols. Yeah,
They
there's a
all
lot of
taste
different
bad.
ones.
I
No,
don't
these
know.
were good.
Okay.
These were good shots.
All right.
Some of them were not good, to be fair, but mine was good. I'm not going to tell you what it was because you're not going to think that it's good, but it was. I was checking to see if you could see the alcohol behind me. Yeah. And then we rate them. So when my neighbor came over, we were like, you have to try all of our different shot flavors. And she's, I don't know, in her 50s, I guess. And she was like, yeah. So in the span of like 30 minutes, we all did 5 different shots. And then we had to do one. And then we had
You
to
sound
do
great,
another
by the
one.
way, for giving
Oh,
how
yeah.
your night went. You're handling it like a champ.
Yeah. And then, I don't know if you guys know this, Newfoundland, their time zone is like 30 minutes. It's like one of the only 30-minute gaps. So then we had to celebrate Newfoundland. And then another half hour, we did another shot. And then we were also like drinking, like I had a cider or two at the same time. And then we had champagne. It was a wild night. I got probably in a little bit of trouble with my downstairs neighbor, but that hasn't surfaced yet.
Dude, I almost, as the downstairs neighbor, I almost fucking yelled at the people who lived above me. Not last night, just like
Yeah, in general.
In general, new people moved up there, and they're the loudest stepping motherfuckers on the planet. It was like 11 at night, and they're just walking around like they've got lead taped to their fucking legs. And
Yeah, I mean, I do that.
And you know me, like I probably sound very rude and crass and bold and brash on this podcast, but in real life, I'm normally like, yeah, whatever.
You're
I don't
meek
care.
and mild.
I wouldn't say meek. I wouldn't go that far, but I'm pretty laid back and chill. And I'm like,
You don't want to inherit the earth?
You're sort of Superman here, but you're Clark Kent everywhere else.
yeah, that's exact. That's a better analogy. Thank you, Arthur. But I almost went Superman on their asses. My girlfriend was like, "Don't go up there. Do not yell at them." She could like see the twinkle in my eye that I was like actually mad.
Yeah.
Imagine
I think it's fine to talk to an upstairs neighbor about it. I don't have an upstairs neighbor, but if I did, I would probably talk to them about it if it was a problem.
Yeah.
My downstairs neighbors, if you're listening, come on up, knock on the door. No
Yeah.
problem.
Imagine how bad it would feel if Superman yelled at you.
Just like, I'm not going to laser eye you, but I am disappointed.
Yeah.
That was basically the attitude I was going to be taking up there.
Yeah. I think that's fine.
Man. Yeah, my
One of
my
my-
New Year's was pretty. Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's fine.
No,
It's a long story. That's not that great.
cool. Yeah, no. So yeah, my New Year's was very low key. We went to a bar at like 6 p.m. and had like, well, no, we went to a restaurant at like 3, had like a late lunch. Then we went to a bar on the same street at like 5 or 6 and had like a drink, which had a Red Bull and it's very good. The bar's kind of shitty. It has like a little secret back room hidden behind a Mona Lisa holding Baby Yoda painting. Kind of
Is
like,
it
you know,
speakeasy?
no, because the back room just has like a pole in it for pole dancing. It's stupid. And it's a very surreal experience doing all this when it's like daylight out. It's like, I shouldn't be here, you know? But that same bar and like 2 other bars, I don't know if you've heard of this. This sounds like this is my crime. It's fucking highway robbery. They had like a cover charge for New Year's Eve. It was like $125 to get in.
Jesus.
Yeah, like these are not nice bars. They're shitty. It's like
That
3
is
bars that you can get
absurd.
into at the same $125, but like you're still paying for drinks on top of that. Like you're just, and there's other bars on that street, so you could just go somewhere else that's arguably like less trashy.
And Skill, these are American dollars.
Yeah.
Oh,
imagine how.
you have to
Yeah,
I
imagine how
didn't
much.
even think about that.
It'd be like 150 in Canada.
It would be
Taking
more
you to
than
the yeah, it would. So needless to say, we did not
I'm gonna make a little cocktail right now while you're talking.
stay there. Then we went to a karaoke bar. I did not sing, which I think goes without saying. What are you
I'm
pouring
making
in
a
your,
cocktail.
okay, it's your Diet Dr. Pepper is the can, and you're pouring some red liquid.
It's a cherry limeade.
Okay, you're pouring cherry limeade into Diet Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, but they're both 0 calorie, so think about
Okay.
that.
Are you going to pour alcohol into that, or are you just
No, that's it.
So okay, so you're just mixing. You're essentially just hitting a bunch of different sody pops on the fountain machine, but like trashier. Anyway, no, we went
It's
to
not good.
the karaoke bar. Dude, I think we could have told you that. The
thought it was
karaoke
gonna
bar
be good.
had a bunch of old people all like dressed up in like suits and top hats, which was odd.
Yeah.
One of the
I-
dudes had some.
I
game
hate
'cause
to
he
say
had like
this
a
to
girl
you.
dancing with him for a while.
I hate to say it, but old man in suit and top hat on New Year's is what I saw of you the first time we talked. That's
Whoa,
what you will be like.
Really? That's what bang into a
I'm
pill
making a
bottle.
cocktail.
Sorry, bang into a pill bottle.
This just got a little residue of Vicodin.
It's I'm mixing Bing with my dextroamphetamine.
Nice.
My
Are
heart's a
there pills in
goner.
there? You got little pills in there like a boba?
Yeah, get a big pill straw.
They should make pills in like little squishy balls like that,
Like a gummy pill? Gummy vitamin, but
just like
gummy
pills.
Vicodin?
Yeah.
But it's like a capsule,
Yeah.
so it has like it's gummy, but inside it has like the little nodules of
They're
medicine.
the little time release balls.
I thought you were going to say
I love the pills
strands
that
of
have the
pulled pork.
little balls in them.
It's medicine, but it's got a little bit of pork in there for flavor.
That'd be good. I'd eat some pork flavored medicine, like beef jerky. Well, not beef, like a Slim Jim
Mm-hmm.
with just like, I don't know, powdered ground up pills just laced throughout, like in the middle, like a core.
Yeah.
Or
I feel like,
you put that and you layer that with like American cheese, and then you put that inside of the pork.
This is like a dog's
never-
idea of medicine.
and it's a great idea. I think the dogs know a thing or two about medicine.
dogs might know more about medicine than me.
They're smart, man. If you don't hide it really well, they'll spit it out. They know it's gross.
They know it's bad for you. All dogs are anti-vax.
The different flavors of like fluoride you get at the dentist when you're like a kid.
Yeah, like when you're a kid.
All like,
not now.
Well, yeah. Do they do it? I don't know. I haven't been to a dentist in a while, but it's all like candy flavors. But just do a brisket flavor.
Yeah. Do gochujang.
I want like buffalo.
What about a ranch mouthwash?
Bloomin' onion.
We need Willy Wonka in the dentist factory. Give me a snozberry mouthwash.
Dude, that would be such a good scam, though, to be Willy Wonka and then be like, my side hustle is dentistry, you know?
Well, his dad was a dentist. He's got the hookup.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
He's gotten in at the International Meeting of Dentists.
He could, like, control the entire teeth supply chain, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That's
smart. And then, like, yeah, because you're getting it from both sides. Because the candy's bad for your teeth, and then you're the dentist.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Willy Wonka's a fucking idiot if he's not doing this.
I think we should be. I think you should go to dental school, and then you could be Willy Wonka.
Yeah, we could do that.
Have you talked about how accurate is Willy Wonka to the candy factory experience?
Oh, 100%.
That's amazing.
Exactly what it was like.
A bunch of little people, like...
I didn't say that. I didn't say anything about that.
Do you have a bunch of children dying?
Yeah, that's in there.
Okay. No to the little people. Yes to the dead children.
I mean, it wasn't a no. He didn't say anything about that.
I mean, true, he didn't. That's right. He kind of just abstained.
Yeah.
Can you guys plead the fifth? Do you have that?
I mean, we could say it.
Sure, you could.
It's not legally binding, but whatever.
Would you say it?
I plead the fifth. Is that did that do it for you? Do you feel better?
I hate this podcast.
I mean, you're like, would you say it for me?
No, I meant in a fucking in the court of law. If you Canadians even have such a civilized,
we have laws. Yeah.
No,
name one.
Yeah.
Cole's law.
Yeah. What's that?
Thinly sliced cabbage.
God, I want to kill myself. I fucking hate you. I cannot believe I walked into that. Oh my God.
Truly one of the greatest moments in this podcast.
Wow, we're firing on all cylinders going into 2023. We just delete all the back catalog again.
2023 might be our year.
Watch out, Doug.
In what way? What does that look like?
This will be the year that their podcast ends because like Jillian goes to rehab. Or like Matt.
I'm gonna go to
or either of them just like
graduates
and gets a job. Like then they're done, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then we will remain.
Yep. Then when they're gone for like 2 months, then we could both kill ourselves, and we'll be right with the world.
We'll have
you said
one.
both. You said both, but I'm here too. You know.
Yeah. You two are one person to me.
Yeah, there's just the co-host, which is whoever isn't skill shy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here's a business idea for the new year. Dehab.
Okay, what does that look like?
Is it like rehab, but
but we give you drugs.
Okay, can I change it to 3hab as the sequel? We market it as the sequel. Because Dehab kind of sounds like it's a bad thing. Yeah. It could also be called relapse.
It would.
Like, I'm going to go to relapse this summer. You don't need to be clean to go there, but like if you are fresh off rehab, there is a discount. I don't know if that's good to say, but it's been said.
But it's true.
I guess it's true. If we're just making it up, anything could be true. That's pretty true.
Yeah, that's
Too
pretty
true.
Too true.
Does my audio fuck up when I turn my camera on?
Not yet.
Not
I
yet.
just want to. I want you to see me so bad.
Yeah. I mean, you're a handsome fella.
Oh hush! I like your beard. It's getting big,
It is getting big.
Coach.
What?
I want to get rid of it, but I do just hate shaving.
Oh, shaving's the fucking worst, man.
Yeah. I figured out a hack to not have to ever do it. It's
Yeah,
just
what's
have
that?
a beard.
Okay.
If you just have a beard, you don't have to ever shave. It's pretty sick. It's a good deal.
And then you're
That's
one of
a-
those
that's
guys with a
fantastic.
huge beard.
Mm-hmm. I mean, like, it's not insane, but it's a little insane.
It could be. You're on the precipice of having like a mountain man kind of a
Yeah.
beard. You just got to wear some like checkered flannel and
Mhm.
carry an axe. That could be a
Yeah,
look.
it could be.
You
trying to
could
think
be
of-
masculine. That'd be interesting for you.
I could. Trying to think of a pun on Paul Bunyan, but all I can think is Paul Punyan, and
They
It's a
might be
pun on
calling you Paul
puns.
Punyan.
they might. Who's they?
I don't know, like
Singular or plural?
no, a singular they them. Some non-binary individual will call you Paul Punyan. It won't
Okay.
be me because I'm not non-binary.
Yet.
Not yet.
2020,
No.
2023 is going to be a long year. It's a leap year.
Is that? No, it's not.
No, but you thought about it.
No, I didn't. It was like, dude, you're wrong.
2020 was the leap year.
Yeah, it's
how you
it's
know.
every 4.
It is every 4.
Yeah.
Did you ever know somebody born on leap year?
Yes, actually.
Okay, what about leap day?
I mean, yeah, because
Okay.
I know somebody who's like canonically like 8 or something.
That's
Or
wild.
I don't know how many. He's what, like 30. So what's
Yeah.
30 divided by 4?
Great question.
I don't know.
It's
7.
8.
But I mean,
7
we're
and a
rounding
half.
down. Yeah, it'd be
7
like
and a half
7.
right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had 3 people born on February 29th in my school.
That's crazy.
It was wild, dude. I hated all of them. And I was like, damn, maybe astrology is real.
Yeah, maybe.
Anyone
it-
born in the same year that I was born sucks. Astrology might be real.
I mean, it's a compelling argument.
It would be fun to be like a person born on leap year. To like, if you just are a piece of shit, but to really see yourself as like a timeless sort of Dr. Manhattan type being.
Mm-hmm.
It's just outside of time.
Yeah, you are.
And you can like accuse people who like you don't like who've slept with you. You're like, actually, you're a pedophile because I'm 8.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that would be a great way to get revenge on people you've had sex with.
A thing we all love doing.
No.
I mean, not me. I was being sarcastic, but for some people in the call, who's to say?
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right.
I would never.
I would never. My crime of the week is Andrew Tate.
Yeah, I was going to be mine also, coincidentally.
My crime of the week is the arrest of Andrew Tate.
Uh-oh.
Okay. What was criminal about it?
Not chill.
Hmm.
It's not cool what they did to him.
Yeah. What did they do to him?
Arresting him?
Yeah. I just think that it's innocent until proven guilty.
So you don't think we should arrest anybody until we've
Right.
proven that they're guilty?
Yeah.
How do we prove they're guilty if we're not getting them in court?
Sounds like a cop's
Not
problem,
my problem.
honestly.
All right. Well, I'm going to go hot take. I'm going to say it's good that he was arrested and also kind of funny.
It was funny. That's basically it. Everybody knows the story.
Yeah, everybody knows. But we can say Andrew Tate Fortnite skin canceled ? And that's the title of the episode. In parentheses, 2023.
Whoa.
We should just be doing. We're just doing like YouTube thumbnails, but for
Text form YouTube
text format.
Yeah. I should make the title like open face picture, red arrow. I think that's the title. Open face staring at boobs with a red arrow and a yellow background, featuring Arthur Hickman.
That could be it. We've got so many good options.
Yeah. There's some, like every title that we have is just like a remix of the same 26 letters. And
Shut
truly,
the fuck up. Shut up. No, this isn't funny.
it's truly endless possibilities. It's crazy.
Yeah. It's not crazy.
It's pretty freaking crazy.
That's how an alphabet works. It's not crazy.
Like our podcast, genetically 100% similar to Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone.
100%. You're sure about that?
Genetically similar, yeah. I mean, like we're 97% genetically similar to bananas. You're telling me all the same letters and it's different? No, thank you.
Well, one of those two media properties is more transphobic than the other one.
It's close. I gotta say, it's not that far apart.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about that. Ooh, that one, real, me, you got a real laugh out of me for once. Oh, nice dab. That was sick.
You got to hit the dab on your haters and your admirers. So yeah, Andrew Tate. This is a message to Andrew Tate. I saw a couple downloads in Romania. I know what's up.
That would be very funny if he listened to this.
Yeah,
like if he was listening to this when the police rolled up. He's listening to Mystery Man with the 21 Faces and the police barge in. Damn,
that would be.
That's my headcanon. That's how that happened. We've got
it's like when my headcanon is like when they got Bin Laden, he was playing his Game Boy Color. He was playing like Alien vs Predator on his Game Boy Color, and they
wasn't he actually like playing like
he was playing like GameCube emulators. But I don't think he was doing that at the time. But in my headcanon, he is.
Maybe he was playing Paper Mario: The 1,000-Year Door. That
would be sick.
That would be pretty sick.
It must have been really boring for him.
I think I can make that work.
I think he had it better than Saddam Hussein.
For sure.
I think he had it better than
diagram a lot. I know he had it better than Saddam Hussein.
Yeah. I think he had it better than me, because I'm also always in my house, but I didn't get to do 9/11. Actually, neither did he. That might actually suck. If he came up with 9/11 and was like, this is sick, guys, we gotta do this, and then everybody went without him.
Do you think he came up with 9/11 before, like, the idea of the 9/11? Date? Yeah, and then he was like, all right, how do I, like, work backwards from the date
I don't
into an event.
think. I don't think they called 911 in Afghanistan.
No, what if he like went into a 7-Eleven and he was like, what if it was 9/11? And he was like, what would 9/11 be? Like he was with his friend. He's like, what about 9/11? His friend was like, okay, what does that look like? And then
He's like, it's an inside joke.
2 planes into the Twin Towers. And then he was like, all right, I guess we have to do that now. I don't know. Maybe that's how it happened.
That might be how it happened. I
think
think
that
it
might be how
was
it
just like a crime of convenience.
It all boils down to motive and opportunity.
Yeah, they just had the opportunity. Everyone was off work that day. Yeah, it's fine. There's a Reddit thread right now, posted 3 hours ago. What is your opinion on 9/11 jokes?
Okay.
None of these top comments are 9/11 jokes. I'm surprised. Gotta wait until the 11th.
These motherfuckers upstairs are walking again.
I hate them.
They're so loud. Like I gave them the last time they were moving shit. Fair enough. Maybe your feet are a little heavier when you're carrying objects.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Not an excuse now. You're not moving anything anymore.
Yeah. I walk around in socks.
Go up with my laptop and record the interaction. I think that would be great.
Here's a good take on 9/11. Double or nothing. So I guess like try and do 9/11 again, and if we catch you this time, you have to rebuild the Twin Towers.
Oh, I thought it was like you have to take out the quadruplet towers.
Yeah, that would be good.
That would be good.
That would be better.
They should make it 4 towers.
Mm-hmm. What's the... Oh, you only have a tri-state area. Maybe that's getting it next.
That would be the next... There's a lot of tri-state areas.
Yeah, there are. And I don't respect it.
Isn't that... I thought tri-state only referred to like the New York, New Jersey, was it Rhode Island?
That's like that one's like the main one, but like other places theoretically can have them.
I mean, all you need is 3 states.
You just need 3 states that are...
There are 50 states. There's a lot of groups of 3.
Let's see. Let's see how many tri-state areas are there.
Tri-stating something better.
Well, if I could, I would be on a different podcast.
That's hurtful.
Yeah, it's an informal term.
Podcast from the ground up.
Cincinnati, that's a tri-state area.
No.
Ohio, Kentucky, and Indiana.
That was fucked up that you just said that to me.
What did I say?
That this would be a better podcast if you could say what you wanted to or whatever the fuck you said.
No, I said if I was capable of saying better things, I would be on a different podcast.
Okay.
It's
I wasn't really
different.
listening, to be honest.
Yeah, that's why that's the chemistry that people come to the show for, is both of us mutually ignoring each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to talk about Reddit 9/11 jokes, and you're off here.
I'm going off on a very informed tangent about tri-state areas.
You're reading the Wikipedia page for tri-state area.
Look, can you see the reflection in my glass? Well, you can't see the reflection of my glasses. My camera's turned off. But that is what I'm doing. We love reading Wikipedia. It's very informative.
We truly do. I'm gonna.
Have you considered rebranding to the official Wikipedia podcast?
We haven't considered it, and we won't. We're just going to do it.
We pick a random article every week, and we just kind of...
That was a podcast. That was like the first podcast I ever listened to. Was every week their podcast was a random Wikipedia article.
So we know it works.
Yeah,
I mean, the podcast is defunct. 2 of the 3 people that were on it
are dead.
They should be. Absolutely, they should be.
Are they anybody notable, or is it just like 3 random guys and 2 of them are dastardly?
You may have even listened to this podcast.
I don't think so.
No, this is
it's called
Robert
the Loud
Benfer.
Boys.
As Robert Benfer and Jason Steele and Jason Steele's cousin.
And who are the two that should be dead?
I think we all know that one.
I know one of them.
If I had a gun with 2 bullets and those 3 people were in a room together,
it's
shoot
very
myself
sad
twice.
being like so close to being Eskimo brothers with Robert Benfer.
Robert Benfer said he would be on this podcast, but I don't know how to contact him. So I said, "Can you DM us on Twitter?" And he said, "Fuck no." So I don't know how to contact him, but he said he would maybe be on our
How
podcast.
did you wait? Hold on. How are you talking to him
At all?
Yeah.
Yeah,
How
he
can
was
he contact you, as you say, while you're contacting him?
well to set up a time. I was asking to stay in contact, but I just talked to him while he was streaming on Twitch.
Oh, all right, fair enough.
And to be actually accurate,
Discord.
yeah, I don't know if he's still in any of the Discords that I'm in.
I don't think. He
To be
doesn't
more
seem like he's
accurate, he
active.
was in the chat of somebody else streaming on Twitch. And I said,
Who
"Hey,
are-
Bobby B,
Who are you watching?
don't worry about what I do in my
No,
personal life."
no, I think we should know.
It was a video game stream, and they were playing.
They?
She was playing.
Is it your friend?
Yeah, it's my friend.
That's in the okay.
Yeah.
That's what I figured.
Yeah, she pops in the Discord every once in a while. I have no idea what she was playing actually. Resident Evil 7? Who knows? I hate video games. I just go there to see if Bobby B will be there, and then I say go on Bad Boy Crimes, and then he said, "What's Bad Boy Crimes?" It's a fun little game we play.
Yes, very spirited back and forth, all in good
Yeah,
fun.
he loves it.
Yeah.
He's always looking forward to it.
Skill,
Arthur, what have you been
it's-
up to?
Oh,
Say what you want to
well,
say. That's fine.
First, I want to say I really admire your dedication to booking for this podcast and your continued devotion, despite it, as far as I'm aware, never having worked out.
Well, I booked you. That was like the first person I reached out to was you.
Huge
Kind
W.
That was huge for us, actually.
Who was our first guest?
I think Daniel.
No, it was Matt Byrne.
Matt Burke was our first.
Yeah, because I just
That
randomly
makes sense.
mentioned him on Twitter, and he was like, "Yeah, okay, I'll do it."
Yeah. I'm surprised he even remembers it.
I know. I think that's that discussion of this podcast existing is why that episode of Doom Scroll no longer exists.
That's insane.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
we
think I
gotta
could be
get
right.
we gotta get new people on the podcast. But I am too hopeful.
Yeah, I think
I've
you
reached
shoot a
out to
little
two-
too.
I
I think you
shoot
shoot a
too
little
high.
too high. Yeah, I think you should start shooting low.
Who would you say? Who are some recent people you've reached out to?
Lil Nas X,
Okay, good,
Miley Cyrus,
great.
Julia Fox, Miley Cyrus again, the rapper Cupcake.
Yeah, I would say constructive criticism. Maybe.
You know that you run the official Bad Boy Crimes Twitter. You could be reaching out to these people. You could be doing, guest relations.
Yeah, why aren't you DMing Lil Nas X?
Well, I don't know. Here's the thing. I think we maybe could be reaching out to like people who aren't celebrities. I think
we
that would
could.
be a start.
We could.
So maybe you could take your effort of you reaching out to people who will never be on the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Because even if they wanted to, in the hypothetical scenario that Lil Nas X wants to go on this podcast and he's actually a huge fan, never going to happen.
No.
Every PR person on the planet would be telling him no. That's a bad
Yeah.
idea.
And
Or they're
that's
gonna-
why you want to do it.
Yeah.
He's a maverick.
Yeah,
He is.
just gotta-
maybe that's how we get Little Nas X on the podcast. Maybe I just talk
Exactly.
myself into it being a
You
good
gotta
idea.
you gotta shoot your shot. No one has ever read the message except Dane Cook, and he left me on red. But
Okay, well, how about you reach out to like somebody else that has been on, like somebody who's been on the Doug Zone. Reach out to one of those people.
I don't know who any of those people are.
I don't fucking care. I don't know who they are either.
You could reach out to those people, or you could keep shooting for the stars.
Yeah, I mean, you can get a guest. It doesn't have to be one anybody knows. Doesn't
I
matter.
could. Yeah, all those people that they have on Doug Zone, they're all like mildly successful podcasts. They have like, I don't know, 4,000 Twitter followers. I'm like, oh shit, you're like a real podcast that people care about. But I have no idea who you are, and I don't care to ever listen to your podcast because it's about fucking anamorphing.
Yeah, we could
Animorphs.
get anamorphing time on this podcast. I don't know if we
can't.
necessarily would
They are
want to.
defunct.
Okay, well, we could get somebody
Animorphing
who
Time
is on that
defunct,
podcast.
jackass.
Look what this conversation has done to me.
Why did you fuck up your thumb? What did you do?
I'm stressed out. I'm stressed out because you're trying. You're trying to get Skill to lower his expectations,
Yeah,
and I don't think that's fair.
Sorry for
Someday,
yeah. Me shooting for the stars got Arthur. I hope you.
Right.
I hope you know that.
I can't argue with that.
Yeah,
One of these
I
days
got
we'll
the
get
guy who
an
Robbie
ultra.
Goodwin farted on during a podcast. That was me. What have you done?
Next time Robbie's in Austin, I'm just gonna be like, you're doing an episode of Bad Boy Crimes, whether you like it or not.
We could get Robbie.
We could get Robbie.
We
Robbie
should get
texted
Robbie.
me. She texted me to ask, "Are you on Bad Boy Crimes now?" Like,
Did he really?
Yeah. Yeah, he knows his stuff.
All right.
I remember the first time
He's
you
up-
were on, he
up
DM'd
on
me.
the
It was like,
war.
did you interview Arthur? And I was like, I didn't interview him. You could listen to the episode.
I miss
appreciate it.
interacting with Robbie on social media more. We used to be in more communication, but he's too big. He's forgotten all the little people.
Yeah.
You want me to text him right now to ask if he'll come on?
Call him up. Let's get his voice on the show.
No,
Okay.
say what you could technically say we've had him on the podcast.
Yeah, I'll put featuring Robbie Goodwin in the title. What did you say? Are you permanently on Bad Boy Crimes, though?
I said probably.
Oh, nice.
So
Nice.
you know,
This is
your
I'm
guess is
also
as
learning
good as
that.
mine.
All right. This is our first call in.
Hello?
Hey, Robbie, how's it going?
Hey.
Is it an okay time?
Yeah.
You're-
Is this Arthur?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes, it's Arthur. You know
Say
me.
Happy New Year.
Well, you're on Bad Boy Crimes.
Oh, my God.
Hi,
Happy
Robbie.
New Year, Robbie.
What's that, Robbie?
I gotta go. I'm looking up porn.
Okay. I'll see
See you later.
you. Bye.
I mean, huge. Honestly, huge for
huge
us.
get.
Well, now we don't need to invite him. We've had him on the show.
I wonder if I owe him an apology for that.
Probably, yeah. I mean,
That was like those fucking street interviews are like, who's the most famous person you have in your contact list? And it's just a guy who has a podcast with 80 Patreon listeners. I mean, it was big for us.
Yeah.
Don't get it twisted. Robbie, I know you're listening to hear your own voice. I appreciate it. Thanks for picking up the phone. I'm sorry you had to hang up as soon as you found out what it was, but
I understand. I'm letting the record show that I support Robbie, and what Arthur did was very wrong. Actually,
He seemed deeply troubled by it. I'm going to be thinking about that for a bit.
Arthur's going to drop out of the call, and we'll never see him again.
I think he just wasn't ready.
Yeah.
You
Well,
sprung it on.
He was looking.
If
at
you
porn.
texted him, it was like, "Hey, can I call you for BBC?
Yeah, you're right.
Can I get you on some BBC right now?"
Can I get you on BBC for a quick 1 minute gag? I'm sure you'd be fine with that. But
Yeah.
letting the record show, if you guys are ever on a podcast, you call me.
I
I'll
won't
probably
answer.
ignore it because I will be busy. But if I don't, I'll answer and be happy to be there.
Yeah, you can always.
Unless it's like
You have
you're
my
on
number.
doom scroll and then for whatever reason it never happened, and then Nick just bullies me for 30 seconds, and then
Honestly,
I wouldn't love that. But everything else.
if
would be
you're on
fine.
doom scroll and you want Nick to bully Coach, just call me, and then I'll play Coach.
I don't.
Oh, I'm
really know
on
what that
doom
looks
scroll. What does that look like?
I don't sound like that.
Your impression of me is worse. I'll just say that.
Oh my god, these
Yeah, exactly.
fucking elephants that live upstairs.
Yeah. Arthur, you have my number. You're free to call me. I probably won't answer, but
I might do that.
only if
But
if you're trying to impress somebody. You're like, look at the clout I have.
I know a Canadian.
Look at me. I'm paying long distance.
I'm part of an international community.
Mhm.
Of like-minded
If you-
individuals.
Yeah, if you are on a dinner date, just call me up.
Just ask you to say
Interrupt. Yeah.
to say about.
Yeah, just call me and be like,
Proof?
what was the best bit I did on a podcast? And then I'll throw out umami candy, and then your girlfriend's gonna be like, wow, actually, fiance, I just proposed.
Well, no, she. If she didn't propose to me after yesterday, when over brunch I started explaining Elden Ring lore to her and did not stop for an hour and a half, I don't know what would cause her to propose to me. That was the best I got. Oh God, skill
Just
left.
keep trying. I left. I don't want to hear any Elden Ring
they're
lore.
lore. I'm done.
Lore in a FromSoft game? No.
They're I get why Robbie didn't want to be associated with this.
Yeah. I mean, lore is fine. I hate it, but you could tell me about lore. But if it's fucking, you find a little scrap of paper that says forsooth the Lord has cometh.
Well, no one
And,
talks
that's-
about no one. Arthur's not
That's the whole
explaining the lore through the item pickups.
No, I know. But if that's how you are figuring out the lore, and then you're filling in the gaps with your own headcanon, and then you're telling me,
Elden Ring's not that bad compared to other FromSoft games.
it's not that good either.
You can kind of piece they explicitly tell you what's happening in the opening cutscene, and then there's a lot of NPCs to talk to that you kind of figure out shit.
Yeah, and then the first NPC you talk to is wow, what a maidenless bozo.
Yeah, true.
That's all I know about that game. I've played a video game before. Don't worry.
I don't know if you have the way you talk
Yeah,
on
which
this
one?
podcast.
I played
Name 5 video games, idiot.
Pong, Cubert, Sonic, Wreck-It Ralph,
Nope, that's not a game. That's a movie.
based on a game. And then what's the racing game in Wreck-It Ralph? Candy
Candy Race?
Candy Race. Excite Bike.
Animal Crossing.
I did play Animal Crossing for 75 hours.
Only 75?
No, it's definitely more than that.
Yeah.
But I don't.
It's
I don't
a
actually know.
It's not a game you can just play for a little bit, unfortunately.
It
I
was
wish. It was good
a
for
good
like
game.
2 months, and then you're like, man, I don't want to play this ever again.
Well, like I just feel bad. All my villagers are like, every time I go to my village, all the villagers are like, "Wow, haven't talked to you in a millennia. What's been up?" And I'm like, I saluted the camera. I forgot my camera was off. And then I'm like, here's a shirt. I'm sorry I've been away. And then I am away again. And I feel like Arthur, and I get why he wants to kill himself.
Yeah,
No,
it's not so easy, is it?
I just log on for my birthday and
not
let Lucha throw me a birthday party, and I'm like,
Shout out Lucha.
shout out, dude! I love Lucha, man. Oh, I bought a fucking Lucha. I mean, I had like fake Nintendo money. There was a Lucha icon you could get for your Switch profile thing, and I am now the proud owner of that little icon.
I'm happy to hear it.
Yeah, a big get for me. Massive Coach W. One of the
I'm happy
few.
to hear it. I have nothing else to say about it.
I only play games for boys, so I've not ever played Animal Crossing.
I mean, yeah, fair enough. It is absolutely a game for. I'm not going to say girls, but I'm going to say AFABs of all kinds.
It's a game for people with pronouns.
It is absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. I got to play a new game. I tried to play Switch Sports Golf last night, and didn't go over well at the party.
Was it just generally that people didn't want a game?
No, they wanted to game, but they hated golf. We did 3 holes, and then I was like, I also have mini golf, and they were like, no. I would rather watch the YouTube live stream of the ball drop at 7 p.m.
Do people? Do you guys care about the ball dropping? I've never given a shit.
I've never really cared. We put on the live stream at like 11:45 and then did not pay attention to it, and then we shut it off.
It's one of those things I would feel guilty about missing as a kid, and then once I finally broke free from the freaking Matrix, realized I didn't have to care about it.
Once you realize the Matrix is no longer out to get you, it's out to get Andrew Tate.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's off my back.
No, I never cared. Like, people I dated in the past used to care a lot, and I would just be like, all right, it's up to me. I'm like, I'm in bed at like 10. I don't give a fuck. Or I'm like playing video games.
I didn't.
I was a child,
care.
like playing World of Warcraft and seeing people in like Gen chat just being like, Happy New Year. And I'm like, oh, sick. Time to do a raid.
I definitely did that for a while, but not in World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
But now I'm kind of like, I'm back on the New Year's train. It's probably the best holiday.
It's a good one. It is weird that this holiday that's all about like a fresh start does seem like specifically designed to make people as hungover as possible on the first day of the new year.
Yeah. It's the Matrix trying to keep you locked in.
I think I've never been in the Matrix personally.
I think you're still in the Matrix.
What makes you say that?
Well,
I think you're an agent.
If I told you. Yeah, you might be in control of the Matrix, but only for yourself.
You're the architect.
You might be the key maker.
Small confession. Never seen The Matrix, so I don't know really what you're talking about. But all these words sound very cool.
Be pissed.
You've never seen The Matrix?
It wouldn't be the first time she's not been thrilled with things I've said on this podcast.
I've loved The Matrix.
I'm sure I would like it. I've just never seen it.
No wonder you don't think you're in The Matrix.
I don't think I'm in The Matrix. I think
you lack the tools to recognize it.
No, I'm very Eastern. I'm also
How
a little bit
fucking
North
sick.
African.
Like if you were,
as a
less than
so
1%.
it might be enough depending on who you ask.
Enough for what?
Well, enough to say
Yeah.
I'm a little bit North African. I don't know.
Yeah, go ahead and say it.
No, I'm not going to do that. Well, I think it's like North Africa, like Morocco, which is they're like white-ish
Mm-hmm.
in Morocco, right?
I mean, that's cool because you can wear a
I'm
fez.
not gonna.
I could wear a fez. I'm not going
You
to.
look great in a fez. I think you're built for a fez.
I think I need a haircut before I get a fez, but I would look so Mediterranean if I just did not have my fucking very strong Eastern European whiteness. And I
I mean, they
hate
make
it so
makeup for
much.
that.
If you looked a different ethnicity, you might not look white. Yeah, that's a good point, actually.
Yeah, okay, whatever.
Arthur, what are you up to in the new year?
What about the nude year?
Mm-hmm. What
I
about
don't
the rude
recognize
year?
the year. No, I loathe rudeness.
That's not what you told me earlier.
That's true. I'm already inconsistent. I want in the new year. I want to just be better about doing creative work because I have totally not done any in the last year, and I want to die.
Oh, me too, man. Yeah, it's been brutal.
It's so
Do
easy
a
not to do it.
podcast.
It's love not doing things.
Okay, I'll devote myself to the
I have-
podcast. I have some ideas for new art.
Okay.
Okay.
What does that look like?
We'll discuss it elsewhere.
Okay. For new
Because I
art
don't
in
have that-
general, new art for the podcast, new
New art
art,
for the podcast.
new art as in new Arthur,
Yeah, new year,
new year,
art.
new art,
Same art, same art,
same
new
old
art.
arty.
Yeah. So that's my sincere answer. And then for my joke answer, I guess that my plan is to kill myself.
That's a joke. You guys are joking about that stuff.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Oops.
Whoops.
What are your plans? How are you changing?
I'm gonna turn into a fly or whatever. I haven't read the book.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you gonna still work at a factory, or are you gonna be unemployed? Or are you gonna
I don't know. I
be
might
the next Kanye West in many ways?
I might be the next Kanye West in that the world hates me and they
Well, I
want
think
me to die.
Well, I mean, I feel like you're pretty close.
Mm-hmm. If like all that would have to change is I would just need as much notoriety as him, and if
You
that
just need
happened,
more people to know of you, and people would make their
Yeah.
own decisions.
yeah,
Yeah.
I wouldn't need to do anything different. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm doing fine. I make a new podcast theme every week. I do a podcast. I got my creative outlets. I'm gonna make an album.
Wow.
Yeah, you know that thing that I do sometimes.
You are not.
Okay.
No, I mean, you do actually make albums, so
I do actually make albums. I've made 3.
yeah,
I'll believe it when I
That's-
see it.
more than I have.
I asked Arthur to do the art for my last one, and he said, no problem. And then I asked him about it, and then he did not talk to me for 2 months.
Well, and now if you bring it up, he's not going to talk to you for another 2 months. So
Yeah, that was your big
Well,
mistake.
The album's out. The album's out now, so
Well,
do you
I'm
still
gonna-
wanna do
I'll
it?
do it soon.
I appreciate it, actually.
I'm
You're a
really
man of your
close to
word.
being finished.
I'm happy to hear that. All right, that's the end of the episode. Criminal, Andrew Tate, Winimal, the new year.
So, guys, is Andrew Tate? Is he a millennial or is he a Gen L?
He's definitely a Jan L.
He's definitely Gen L.
Is this a new segment you
Yes.
introduced last week that I missed?
No, we've been
criminal
doing
It's called
this.
bullshitting on the fly.
Yeah,
Well, I think that as part of a rebrand, we should close every week with a criminal and a winimal.
And we each, we each go around the table because we're all in person. And we say what our winnable are for the week to make us
Yeah.
feel better about life or some bullshit. Those stupid things.
yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll start the podcast like that. Like, what was the? What's a good way to phrase it? That's fun and catchy. The wonderful and the repugnant. The wonderful.
And the poopiful.
No, that's bad.
Oh, okay.
I appreciate the effort, honestly, but my
Damn,
poopiful
I
is
honestly
that.
thought it was pretty good, but I guess it was bad.
The fuzzy wuzzies and the bee stings. What was your fuzzy wuzzy of the week, and what was your bee sting of the week?
Why the fuck are we not just sticking with criminal and winimal?
Yeah.
You struck gold, and there's a big deposit of dog shit under the gold, and you are still digging.
You're like that meme of the meme where that one guy's like digging and finds diamonds, and the other guy like stops digging.
Yeah.
You're the guy who digs, finds the diamonds, then buries the diamonds, and then keeps digging.
Yeah,
There's a third guy that's you.
Yeah, enough of this.
At least the other guy stopped digging. Like he just had enough. He missed out on something.
At least he moved on with his life.
I can't eat these diamonds. I'm looking for shit to eat.
Can I tell you? I forgot already that I said criminal and winnable.
No, yeah, I believe that.
I said it, and you're like, "That's really good." And I'm like, "Wow, I should come up with a new name."
That's kind of like what the theme is for this podcast. How every week we get a different one.
Yeah, people are like,
Like,
"I
the
really
original
like
one
this
was
theme,"
good.
and then I delete it. Yeah. I think I'll do a New Year's theme for this one, and then next week we're just going back to Among Us forever.
Great.
The first ever Among Us podcast.
Yep. Among Us. Shout out Among Us in Glass
Oh, did you
Onion.
guys, do you guys see Glass Onion?
I didn't pay attention to half of it, and then I shut it off.
Great. Do you see Avatar 2?
No.
Great.
I wanted
was-
to.
I
I didn't
was-
want to, and then I wanted to, and my wife wanted to, and then she didn't want to.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we didn't match up.
Can I read you my letterboxd review for Avatar?
The first one?
No,
Or The Way of the Water?
The Way of Water.
Did you like? Well, I guess you'll let us know in the letterbox review.
Avatar, The Way of Water, 4.5 stars. I'm going to level with you. I was too high when I saw this movie. I don't remember a single thing that happened except for when the main character said, "We are sea people now." I spent about a third of the runtime thinking about how my shoes were too tight. The rest of the time, though, I was profoundly moved by whatever was happening in front of me, even though I wasn't capable of following from scene to scene because I had smoked so much weed that I was essentially on DMT.
I gotta say,
That's
I
probably
do
the
appreciate.
ideal way to watch it, though. Honestly,
Mhm.
It was great.
I really
4.5
appreciate the rewrite to make it more inclusive. They changed it from "We are sea men" to "sea people."
yeah. Okay. Nice.
The joke there is semen.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, I can't wait
Yeah.
for Avatar 4 where they have like they them people. And,
Aliens who go by they them.
well, because like honestly,
We go to another planet, we find intelligent life, and they're like, "Wow, you guys speak English and you have pronouns, and I can be a they them." I'm buying into all of it immediately.
Yeah, some people probably would actually really want that, and I'm not going to say what I think about those people, but um, it was Avatar 2 was cool. Um, I think the people who say Avatar has no cultural impact are like kind of right, but it's still a fun movie. I don't know.
Yeah, well,
But
like,
I don't
that's the
fucking
thing,
remember
is
really nothing really super incredible or mind blowing happened other than the visuals and like the setting.
yeah,
But I guess that's all you really need.
it has no character.
Honestly, I really like the villain.
I don't know. I didn't see it. I saw
Villain's
Avatar
cool.
1, and I saw it once in theaters in 2009, so I don't remember it. So I can't really comment on it, but it does have like zero personality. It's just the most generic film that's ever been made, but it looks really cool.
Yeah, I mean, and that's
It's marketed.
I think if you
well.
can nail the basics of a story and just have it look really fucking cool, that's enough.
Like, I can't think of another example of a movie that's been like, the first one came out 2009. This one came out 2022. It's 13 years. There's so much hype about it. It's like, we need to make $2 billion opening weekend to break even. I haven't even seen a single meme about it. Like, no one is talking about this movie positively or negatively.
But
Except
people
us.
are seeing it.
People are seeing it, but nobody's saying anything about it.
I just don't think there's
podcast
nothing to
where
talk about. It's just like
Yeah, that's why
it's a
like,
mechanically very well made film that doesn't really say anything and looks cool. It's
I'm in
bulletproof.
I'm in a difficult position here because I do feel irrationally defensive about it, even though I basically
Like-
have not seen the movie.
Morbius has a way higher cultural impact than Avatar 2.
Like I would say Marvel movies have a higher impact than
Yeah.
the Avatar franchise in a negative way, to be clear. They impacted culture for the worse. But,
They have
it's more of an
impacted
impact.
culture.
Yeah.
Avatar 1 and 2 have made zero cultural impact.
Like so
And
much
that's
of my time
crazy.
watching the movie was like sitting there and really fucking trying to remember what anything that happened in the first movie and like who characters were.
Yeah. It's like, I can't name a single character. There's no iconic theme song. I don't know who any of the people are. I
You say
can
this
name
now.
who's in.
I
I'm going to
guarantee-
watch Avatar 2, and I'm going to think about you the entire time. And I'm like, if Arthur was here right now, I would tell him to get the fuck out of the theater. You've seen this already. Save this seat for someone who hasn't seen it.
We have to ration our Avatar 2.
It's not going to be in theaters very much longer.
You say it doesn't have a lot of cultural impact, but I guarantee you that the next president of the United States will practice the way of water. That is a promise.
I want the next president of the United States to be an Avatar: The Last Waterbender.
I think isn't the third Avatar movie supposed to be about fire people?
That sounds cool.
They live in
I'll
fire.
watch that one.
I like how they have like racial differences and like in the movie like the sea people are racist to the forest people for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
I love the movie where they
nice.
just make fake racism up and then they do it. It's really cool. I hate this podcast.
Well, you
Can we
can't do
end
the
it?
real thing anymore. This is what we have to do if we want to be racist.
Yeah, James Cameron, he
great
didn't even
point.
really want to make more Avatar movies. He was just like, how could I be racist and get away with it? And I
Mhm.
guess that's how make up
He also
fake people.
he also made famous pro cop movie Terminator 2. Is that movie pro cop? I don't actually know.
The one thing I remember is that the cops wrongfully arrest Sarah Connor, and then the bad guy is dressed up as a cop for a while.
Yeah.
Anyway, I interrupted you, Skill. You were saying you hate this podcast?
Yeah, I hate this podcast and I want to end it. At least this episode, but hopefully my life.
No, the podcast is going to keep going.
Yeah, I know.
It's
Anyway,
you'll be
see you
fine.
next week.
Okay, see ya.